On Facebook and Instagram. Okay, I'm excited. I'm excited today. We will share very important topic of closing. Let us wait. Let us wait for some time. Let other people join. Let us wait for some time. So we are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We will today discuss how to close a perfect sale or how to close a sale perfectly. I'm very excited to share all this thing with you. One person has joined on Facebook. Awesome. Let us wait for some time. We will start our discussion. Hi Lavanya, thank you very much. Thank you for joining or giving your time. I love this part live because I'm making a lot of videos. But in these videos, I'm talking alone. But in this live, I get a chance to speak to you, to speak to all people, and where I get questions also. Today we will discuss the closing part, how to perfectly close a sale. It is 7:02. Let us wait for 1 or 2 minutes. We shall start soon. I have today a lot of content for you guys. We are live on Instagram and Facebook both. Today we will discuss what are the objections a customer says and what is the right mindset you can take to handle those objections too. Third part, we will discuss how to be different and how you can actually take care of your customer rather than just pitching features and benefits. So we will be discussing very lovely concept today. And why I have given the tagline part one, because this is a big topic. I cannot cover this topic in a single video or single live. So this is part one. In next live, I'll be sharing the part two of closing. Okay, it's already 2.5 minutes. We are live, so let us start. So first of all, let us discuss. There are two types, or there are two ways salespeople handle a client or deal with a client. What are them? One, solving a problem. One, solving a problem, and two, finding a problem. Both are important, right? Solving is one, but in advanced and modern time, a salesperson must be very much focused on finding the problem. Why? I'll tell you why. Because most of the time, hi Anuradha Sethi, thank you for joining. Thank you. Why? I'll tell you. Because most of the time, what your client is telling you may not be the truth, may not be the truth, and it is you who has to find the real objection, the real problem of the client. So that is why I say do not focus on solving first. First, you have to focus on finding the problem. Then only you will be able to close the sale perfectly. So let us jump on what are the common objections a client give. Because when we are closing, then the real objections comes in. While contacting the client, while giving presentation, there may not be the real objections. There may not be too much objections also. But at अभी उसको पैसा देना है, closing में उसको पैसा देना है. Now the excuses and objections comes. So what are the common objections? Client says it is good, it sounds good, let me think about it, right? Or client says, let me get back to you. Or client says, I need to speak to somebody, let me have a discussion. Or client says, I need to do more research on that. If you have any questions, you can put in comment. If you like anything, you can also put in the comment. So what are the common objections I've given you? Client says, okay, it is good, let me think about it, I'll come back to you, I need to discuss somebody, I need to do some research, I need to check the prices. So these are the common objections which customer give. Okay, so how how to uh, make a reputation with the client from the starting, so that these objections you can handle like a pro. So what you have to do, number one, do not try to be better from your competition. It should be strange, right? What I'm telling you, it may look strange, but I'm telling you on a serious note. Do not try to be better from your competition. You have to become different, because when you are better, so you are in the same category of your competitor, and he will check your value on the same parameters where your competitor is. So do not try to better. Do not compete with the competitor. Be different, because you are different, right? You have something different to offer. You have something different to solve this problem, to solve this real pain. So try to be different. Do not try to be better than a competitor. Okay. Number two, if you try to be better with your client, with your competitor, then he will judge you on the price, on the delivery, on the quality of your product or services, right? So that is why I say you have to be different. What you have not to do, I'll make some notes, right? So I'll be reading those notes to give you more information. What you have to stop doing right now before closing a sale: don't take prospect objections at face value. What do I mean by that? When the client says something, when the client give objection, let's say he's saying that your price is too high. So don't just jump in to giving justification of the prices. Don't just jump in to get into his shoes, or what he's trying to say to you. Most of the cases, I'll tell you, most of the cases, client is a liar, prospect is a liar, and he'll not give you the real reason. Why? Because he do not want to be sold. He will not give you the real reason, otherwise you will pick it and you will sell him the product. So he will give you some excuse that may not be the real objection, that is an excuse. Okay, I get many questions that what is the difference between an excuse or an objection. Only one parameter you can check when you will find it is an excuse or an objection. And at this end of this video, I'll give you two powerful questions which you can ask to your client to check whether it is an excuse or an objection. So the parameter what you can check is, when a person is giving excuse, he is not motivated. He is not motivated enough to behind the reason of that particular thing which he is giving. For example, he is saying price, but when you probe further, I'll give you some powerful questions, right? So when you probe further, you will find that he is not motivated enough, and he's just saying just to avoid you, just because he do not want to hurt your feelings. That is why he's saying that. So you have to know how to deal with that, how to deal with that situation if you want to close the sale. Okay. So first thing I tell you, what you have not to do is, do not take your prospects objections at the face value. They lie. Number two, do not be aggressive. When you want to sell something, don't be aggressive, don't be pushy, don't be silly and unethical. Otherwise, you will not be able to make sale. Right? We have three people. Yeah, now we have two people on Facebook. Okay, good. Do you have any questions? You can also put it down in the comment. I'll read and I'll give you this answer to that. Do not try to sell your product on feature and benefits. I'll give you the reason. Do not try to sell your product or benefit on feature or benefits, right? At the end of this video, I'll give you these two. Don't give the prospect. Okay, we have one person on Instagram, Nisha. Hi Nisha, thank you for joining. We have one person on Facebook. Okay, so we are discussing what you have to stop right now for closing a sale. So number three, do not give the prospect the control of the conversation. You have to understand, the person who is having control is going to make the sale. Either he will sell your story or you will sell your story. Somebody will be sold at the end of this conversation. So how would you know who is in control? How would you know? It is a very typical question. Can anybody would like to answer? Hi, hello Nisha. Hi. Would like to answer? The question is, I'll tell you, you should not give the control of the sales conversation to the prospect. You should have the control in your hand. Now the question is, how would you know who is in control? How would you know? So would like to put it in the chat. Yes, Anuradha, right. So would like to put it in the chat. How would you know that you are in control or your prospect is in the control? How would you know? Because see, मैंने बता दिया आपको ये करना है, ठीक है, पता लग गया, बट हाउ, कैसे, रियल टाइम में कैसे यूज होगा? इट्स नॉट थ्योरी, राइट? यू आर ऑन माई लाइव, वी हैव टू टॉक सम प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज. एनी गेस? एनी गेसेस? Okay. Is it okay now, Nisha? I think वो लैपटॉप का नॉइस आ रहा है. The person who is with the solution. Everybody feels that he has the solution. Customer feels that I have the right thing to talk with the salesperson, and salesperson feels that he has the right solution to sell. The one thing, Anuradha, if you got the wow moment, please type aha. So, okay, Nisha, thank you. So, how would you know you are in the control? The person who is asking more questions is in the control, and the person who is giving answers is not in the control. Sometimes when we are selling, we find ourselves giving too much of answers, and the prospect only is, thank you Nisha, moment. If and you see yourself that you are only giving answers to his questions, and after 4 or 5 answers you feel that you have lost the control and you have lost the aura of the meeting. But when you are asking questions, but when you are when you have prepared with a questionnaire, when you have prepared with the right questionnaire and you are asking questions in a proper sequence, you will find yourself that you are in the control, and this is where you will feel that you are making the sale. Moment, Anuradha, thank you very much. One more thing, one more important thing for closing, which I have seen into my sales career. This is very important. We fear of asking money. Most of the salespeople, no matter how much experience they have in selling, they fear of asking big money. वो क्लाइंट क्या सोचेगा यार, भाग जाएगा क्लाइंट, वो सोचेगा महंगा दे रहा है. They fear of asking money. You have to stop this. You have to stop this habit right now. So we have discussed these things. You have to stop. Okay, what you have to do now, what you have to do, this is very interesting. So what you have to do, this is the reverse of what I've told you, that what you have to stop. जो नहीं करना था वो छोड़ के उसका उल्टा आपको करना है, right? So when I say don't take the objection of your client at the face value, what you have to do, you have to find or see the real objection and do not get into their excuses. Otherwise you will find yourself in a trap, right? Trap बोलो या कुछ भी बोलो, but you will find yourself in an unpleasant situation जहाँ पे आपकी सेल नहीं आ रही है, right? Second, when I say be different, when I say do not be better to your competitor, you have to be different. What you have to do, you have to have an empathy with the client. Most of the salespeople, see, I say salespeople, you might be doing business, you might be a business owner, but if you are doing sales, you are a salespeople, right? You are a salesperson. So when you are saying sales, most of the salespeople do not have empathy. I'm not talking about sympathy. It is empathy. That means that, for example, you are sitting with your family member, your brother, sister, and you want to help them to take the right decision. This is the empathy. So treat your customer like your to known person, to a close one, and help them to get on the right decision. It's not like that you are just selling, you are being pushy. You have to help them to jump on the right decision, right? Wow. Next point. Let the prospect sell themselves on your product. Do you feel it may happen? Is it possible? Let the prospect sell themselves on your product by their own. Why? How would it happen? See, customer buy the salesperson. It's not the product. It's not the product they buy. They buy the person. If you are likable, if you have the relationship, you have the rapport, you have the empathy with the client, they will buy you. And if they buy you, sympathy pulls down and empathy helps grow. Yes, Nisha. Yes, you are right. Thank you for putting it down. When you are likable, when the client like you, they will buy irrespective of price, your deliveries, they will manage. But if they like you, they will buy. So first, let them sold themselves on a product or on you, right? You are the product. The product is not the product. Okay. Take control of the conversation. क्या नहीं करना है, कंट्रोल नहीं छोड़ना है, क्या करना है, कंट्रोल कन्वर्सेशन का रखना है आपके पास. Ask big money. Do not be fear of asking money. Ask big money, right? Now, if in the beginning of the video I told you that I'll give you two powerful questions to find out that is the customer giving excuse or is it the real objection. कई बारी क्लाइंट आपको बोलेगा प्राइस ज्यादा है, कई बारी क्लाइंट बोलेगा कि इसकी डिलीवरी टाइम बहुत ज्यादा है, कई बारी क्लाइंट बोलेगा कि इसका इसका कलर थोड़ा अजीब सा है. Right? See, he will give you this type of silly things. So is it excuse or is it an objection? You have to find out. So I will give you two powerful questions that will help you to find out is it an excuse or is it a real objection. The number one question. You can ask your prospect that, well, let's say he has told you that the price is expensive or the price is too high, right? So you can say that aside from this issue, is there anything else holding you back from buying? Hello, Manju. Thank you for joining. Out of two questions, the first question is you can ask your client that is there anything else holding you back from buying? Is there any issue apart from this issue? What you're telling to me? Maybe the price, maybe the color, maybe the delivery, maybe anything, maybe the payment terms, right? So this is the number one question. It will help him to tell you more details. वो बोलेगा नहीं यार इसके अलावा ये भी है, इसके अलावा ये भी है, और then you have to join the dots. Thank you, Nisha. And then you can join the dots, and you will find that is this issue is real or is it just an excuse? Question number two, very important question. Question number two: if I will solve this issue, hi Abhishek, thank you for joining. If I solve this issue, would you buy this product? Right? If I can solve this issue, would you be prepared to make a purchase? So this is how you can tell. For example, he's saying that, okay, your prices are high. Okay, if I give you that discount, if I give you that payment terms, would that make any difference? Right? So these two powerful questions will help you to find out is it an excuse or is it an objection. And you have to deal with objections. See, objections are real, but excuse are not. When a person is giving excuse, that means that he want to avoid you and he just want to be sweet and humble and do not want to hurt your feelings. That's it. And he just want to avoid. Kal bataunga na parso bataunga, I'll come back to you. That is something I need some more information. So when some objections are dealt by giving more information only, and there is one objection to price. So you can deal on the discounts, you can deal on the payment terms, something like that, if your company or if your system allows. Now, what is left? Okay, I'll give you 4 steps. How the big brand store sells. So you can relate with these steps and you can use those steps into your selling. Those big brands like Gucci, Armani, if you jump into their store, So they all follow these 4 steps. What are they? Number 1, when you enter into their store, they find out what you are looking for. First they ask you the questions regarding what are your, what, like, you are working, some top wear, some pants, some t-shirt. So that is the first stage. They find out what you are looking for. Number 1. Number 2, then they find what's wrong with something that you are using as of now. मे बी दे माइट बी आस्किंग कि आप शादी के लिए कुछ खरीदना चाहते हो, यू वांट टू बाय समथिंग फॉर अ पार्टी, यू वांट टू बाय समथिंग टू गो आउट, टू हैंग आउट समवेयर एल्स, and they will find out that what is the problem, what is wrong with something you are having now. आपके पास नए पुराने कपड़े हैं, आपके पास नए नहीं है, आपके पास वो शादी वाले नहीं है, आपके पास पार्टी वाले नहीं है, फॉर्मल नहीं है. So they will find out what is the real problem now. वो है, सब कुछ है, तो कलर वो वाला नहीं है, नया नहीं है, राइट, एक महीने पहले खरीदा था. So they will find out. Then they help you to paint the picture for you. They will help you to find the right product for them, and they will help you to paint the picture. Paint the picture means they will help you. Hello Snail, thank you for joining. And they will help you to make you feel that you are using that product and you are enjoying it. For example, if you go to a store जहाँ पे आपको कुछ लेडीज के लिए सामान खरीदना है ना, तो दे विल मेक यू फील, देखो आप पहन के देखो, एंड दे विल मेक यू फील कि आप कैसे लग रहे हो. एंड समटाइम दे ऑल्सो से दैट यू आर लुकिंग गुड, एंड कई बार आपसे वो बोलेंगे कि इनसे ओपिनियन ले लो, वो आप उनके स्टोर का बंदा होगा या कोई बाहर का बंदा भी होगा, एंड वो आपको अप्रेज ही करेगा, राइट. Number 4, they get the money. That is the big part of closing, right? So these are the 4 steps which big brands are using, and you can learn from these and adapt those steps into your selling. Now, the last part. When I say that do not sell on the feature and benefits of your product, what do I mean? As a salesperson, it's your job to find the problem. Solving the problem is one part, but the real challenge is finding the problem. Let's say your client is at stage A, right? And he want to go to stage B. So there is a gap. There is a gap from A to B. And if a salesperson is not able to find the gap, then he is not going to make the sale. Absolutely is not going to make the sale. And do you think that he can make the sale just by pitching features and benefits? Do you believe that? If he is at stage A and he want to go to stage B, do you really feel that he will buy a product by listening features and benefits? No. He will. You have to position yourself. You have to put your details in a way that he should understand that why his problem need to be addressed now, and what is the right procedure, what is the right product he should use to bridge the gap. So rather than just pitching your product, help him to make the right decision. So again, empathy should be there, and you should use this. So this is part 1 of closing. In next video, next week, next live, I'll be sharing the part 2 of closing, how you can close, and we will more discuss on the psychology of the customer. We will find out how customer think, how do he behave, what he is saying, why is he saying so. If we understand that, don't you think that they will get the sale? Thank you for wonderful sales. Thank you, Nisha. Thank you. Friends, I am doing a sales webinar on this Sunday for 2 hours, that is 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and that is completely free. If you want to learn sales, if you want to become a sales master in your industry, you might not be into a sales profession directly, but still, if you want to learn sales and master yourself into your industry only, you have to learn sales, right? So jump onto the webinar, just type in I'm interested, and I will give you a link to join into the webinar. So let's meet on Sunday. Till then, bye bye.